What's going on, guys? Welcome to the AlphaCast. I'm Braden.
I'm Justin. So welcome to episode 1 of Hopefully Many.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start off by introducing ourselves. Braden, you're up.
Okay. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Mississauga, Ontario in Canada. I went to school to be a mechanic. I worked at a dealership for 5 or 6 years. I thought that was my dream. I thought that was what I was doing, and eventually I realized entrepreneurship is the way to go, and I started my business 4 or 5 months ago, really full time. Justin?
So I'm 18 years old, out of Mississauga, Ontario as well. We went to high school together. I graduated in 2019, so about a year ago. I'm a full-time student at McMaster University studying business. During the summer, I work full-time. I as well have a couple businesses going. So do you want to start talking about the businesses?
Yeah, sure. Start us off.
So the first business I want to talk about is drop shipping. That's
Your
really
main source of income right now.
My main focus aside from working full-time. It's going pretty good. I've had a few stores that kind of testing products that didn't go so well, but like everything in life, you learn from it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're 18.
Yeah.
Now's the time to try stuff out, right?
Yeah. So another business that I'm starting with a couple of buddies is landscaping. So we're trying to get that going.
That's a great idea. In high school, I did landscaping, and some days I was making $700 to $1,000. I bought myself an Audi in high school. So I completely support that 100%. And I got another business idea I ran by him the other day that I think he's looking into.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For myself, I own Alpha AutoZone, YouTube channel, used parts business. We're developing a new parts website right now. I got affiliated with a very big corporation out of North America. So that website's getting developed. And I got a couple other things that I'm working on. I don't want to say too much about it yet. But yeah, continue.
Let's move on to the next topic of discussion. Yeah. So the next one we have set up is what we plan on doing with the podcast.
Yeah. So you guys know I have the 9 to 5 Quit Your Job series. Basically with this channel, I want to go past those videos, 10-15 minute videos, whatever they are, and really go into depth, bring experts as guest stars on the podcast, talk about real estate, stocks, starting a business, what you need to do to run a business, habits to make your life better, more what's the word I'm looking for?
Self-growth kind of
self-growth, business, stuff like that. Like we both said, I'm 21, he's 18. We're nowhere near professionals at all.
We're not experts by any means, but we're trying to be experts. Right?
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea that you grow with us. Now that we just started off, you get to see where we go wrong, what we do right. We can work with you guys through the comments, sending us messages through YouTube or on Instagram at Alpha AutoZone. And we want to stay connected with you guys, grow together. A lot of people don't start their business because they think it's a bad time or whatever. It can be any time. I quit my job finally. I was doing it as a side gig. He has a full-time job. We're just
trying to take you guys along with the journey.
Yeah, you can see many ways of doing it, the process of doing it, and you get to hear some expert guests talking about. We'll have real estate, stocks.
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of, you'll kind of see it in this podcast. So as you can tell, first episode is not going to be the best by any means.
Not at all.
We're just going to keep on getting better, right?
Yeah.
That's how we're trying to be with our personal lives, our personal businesses, always trying to better ourselves, learn more.
Yeah.
So what do you do to learn?
What do I do to learn? I have an Audible account. I spend a lot of time in the car working at my shop. So Audible's great. You get to just play audio books, and you can learn from that. I learn from reading articles online, watching podcasts like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's it. Like
my personal favorite podcast is the Rich Dad podcast by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
That was my first kind of personal finance rather book that I've read, and I've just
Same.
been hooked on reading ever since. I'm always reading. I don't know, for me it's a great way to kind of learn topics and whatnot, and it's also kind of self-discipline.
Yeah, I've actually noticed TikTok too lately. There's a lot of videos that I've been taking notes on for side hustles, things to get your business going, social media marketing, stuff like that.
Yeah, for
Trying to get Justin into it, but whatever. Let's check our next topic.
What do we have next? My phone locked.
Embarrassing.
A little bit. Okay, so where we see ourselves in 1 year?
You want to start? Want me to start?
Yeah, so right now, my top concern isn't really making money. I know I'm 18, there's lots of time to make money. Right now I'm more focused on building a good financial intelligence kind of foundation that I think is more important than quick money right now. I think by learning and whatnot when you're younger, it kind of helps with your future.
Yeah, like at our young age, now's the time to try everything, and if one thing works, then great. If it doesn't, we can
learn from it, right?
Yeah, you learn from it. Like,
Lose
we
a bit
don't
of
have
money and
houses, we don't
Yeah, exactly.
don't have a family to
So
support.
1 year, where do you see yourself?
1 year, I want to see the website blowing up. I want to do quite a bit of sales on there. I want that to be my main source of income. In a year from now, I want to own a few rental properties, which I'm definitely looking into now. I want to try and get into wholesaling real estate as well. And my used parts business, which is my main source of income right now, I want that to be fully automated. I don't want to have to be there at all. I want it to run itself.
Kind of like passive income from that business you're building?
Exactly. I'm working so hard on it now, so in a year from now, I don't have to be there every day. Financial freedom. I want financial freedom from there.
Financial freedom.
Exactly.
Starting now, and hopefully in a year it's...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
what about
so
you?
in a year from now, I'll be going to my third year at McMaster University.
Grow up so quick.
Grow up so quick. So in that year, there's a lot to learn. I don't know, for me, like a lot of people go to school, whatever, they just try to pass their classes, but I don't know, I feel like that's a waste of money in my opinion. Why be there if you're not going to learn from what you're actually doing?
Obviously.
So there's a lot of learning to do there. I want to start building up my stock portfolio a lot more than it is now.
Yeah, it's another thing I want to learn about stocks too. I know nothing about the stock market.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to that. I used to think I knew a decent amount, and then kind of took a step back, and I was like, you have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
So I want to learn about that. Hopefully be on my way to buying a few rental properties. I don't see myself buying one in the next year, but never know.
Yeah. Something could happen with one of your websites and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
To blow up. Optimistic thinking.
Exactly.
What are we doing to make it happen?
So right now, for me, like I said before, I'm not extremely concerned on making money. Like, obviously I want to make money, but I'm more concerned on building a foundation. So right now I'm reading a lot. I do a book a month right now. I kind of want to do a book every 2 weeks. What else am I doing?
Don't get them wrong. Like, a lot of people who want to get into entrepreneurship, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A lot of people who want to get into it overdo reading, research, stuff like that, without actually jumping into it. He's not doing that whatsoever. Like, he is taking action.
Yeah, no, that was one thing that I really found myself. I would always have these great ideas, even kind of...
You look too much into it.
Yeah, no, I'd start them a bit and then just kind of back off right away. And
I did the same thing.
Exactly. I kind of realized you just got to take opportunities, learn from them. If you fail, you fail. So what?
Yeah, you'll probably, 20 out of your businesses, one will do all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to make that happen? You didn't go over that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right now, basically, for the online website, I'm going through web developers right now, interviewing a couple, in talks with the corporation, how we're going to work that out. Should start building the website next week. After that, a lot of advertising, stuff like that. The YouTube, starting to make more
consistent
consistent
uploads.
uploads.
This is going to be in every single Monday?
Yeah,
upload?
every Monday, by the way.
Every Monday?
What time? Probably like 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We'll figure it out.
All right. So yeah, the YouTube more consistent. I definitely, even if I don't make money off of this, I want it to be part of my life for sure.
Yeah, I know. I just want to kind of take people along the journey. It's almost like I'm holding myself accountable to follow through with all the stuff I'm saying, because end of the day's talks talk.
100%. And with the used parts business, everything I'm doing right now, like I've been working mostly out of the greater Toronto area. I want to get more into e-commerce online so I can get an international customer base instead of just locally. I want to get a lot more product in. Basically right now I'm not making any money off the business. Whatever I get in, going straight into getting more product, making the shop better, whatnot. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of things. Like I'm not really wasting time. Right now is the time to bite the bullet. Like we said, if it fails, who cares? Like, it's a slap on the wrist at 21.
Happens, right?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next topic? What do we want our viewers to get out of it?
All right. First things first, I want our viewers to finally take action, bite the bullet, start whatever they're thinking of, especially if you're our age, even if you're older. I started my business and had my job for about...
You've always been partying out.
Yeah, I've always been doing it. Like since grade 11, I've been doing the same thing. I worked a full-time job for 5-6 years. Like, you don't need to. You can be anywhere, I would say 14 to in your 50s, and you can take our advice, bite the bullet. You have a full-time job or not, start some businesses, get the show on the road, start getting knowledge, start reading.
I'm assuming a lot of you guys, hopefully there's a lot of you guys watching this, I'm assuming a lot of you guys have way more knowledge on a lot of these topics than us. So whatever information you have for us, just let us know.
We want to work with you guys as well.
Exactly. I'm someone who loves to learn from others. I think it's the only way you can better yourself and grow as a person. So I definitely love advice from other people. So go ahead and leave that down.
Honestly, like if within a year of this podcast, we got someone who messaged us and was like, yo, I listened to you guys, started a multi-million-dollar business.
I'd be pretty happy.
100% worth it.
I'd be pretty happy. As I said before, what I want you guys to get out of it, this is kind of like a selfish thing, but I'm doing this partly so I can take accountability and kind of have, by telling other people what I'm doing, I'm kind of forced to not look
100%.
Not look like a bit of an idiot and actually do what I'm
Still
saying.
Look like an idiot, but yeah, and I'm just excited to have like guests on here and whatnot.
Yeah,
like I think that would be really cool. Like it's more of a fun thing for us.
Oh yeah, I'm
for the car guys on the channel. That's how I started. We can do car videos. We're both big car buffs.
Yeah.
I mean, some are more buff than others, but and I think that's it for today. Can you think of anything?
Yeah, so she wrote.
All right, thanks for coming to the Alpha Cast. Stay
tuned.
Stay tuned.